time to do my hair, and since my hair has been receiving so much love from so many of you, not my hair, my bangs, I thought that I would just share with you how I have been doing it recently, just to kind of get it to where it's not hanging in my eyes. But the thing is, with bangs, you also don't want to cut them too short to where you can't style it, or else they'll be way up here. So they are longer than I could just wear them normally just without doing anything, right? So anyway, what I do, I just gather them together, and I have my hot rollers over here. So just put that on like so. Now the trick is with these is that I do not keep these on here for very long, because I just don't want it to be too curly, you know. I don't want it to have too much lift, but I want a little something. And then I've just been gathering the top like so. This just adds some lift as well. So today I have my friend Jessica coming over with her family, and Jorge's making ribs. And then we kind of just decided just now what the sides will be. So he's probably going to run to the store to get a couple of things, because I had in my mind what I thought we would, you know, do for the sides, but then he suggested mac and cheese and Famous Dave's cornbread, which of course everybody likes that. So, well, I shouldn't say everybody. My mom definitely does not like Famous Dave's cornbread because it's too sweet to her, but we all like it a lot. And I do have one package of cornbread, the Jiffy Mix. I keep reaching for this one that Thomas chewed up. Thomas chewed up one of my rollers, and I am not happy with him because of that. But, you know, he's a puppy. What are you gonna do? So anyway, he might run to the store to go get a few things. So that's kind of the way that it is right now. I'm just preparing for guests. I haven't really done a lot of like deep cleaning or anything like that. I guess I'm kind of past that, you know. It's just whatever the house is like, that's what it's like. And I keep up with the house. There aren't really major issues with anything. When I see that things need to be done, I do them. But I just don't run around doing a big deep clean anymore. I just don't. I don't think that that's the most important thing. Just keeping up with your house as you can, I think that that's the important thing. So it's like you can always welcome people, but I might get a question about this sweater. This is a great sweater just to have around the house, I feel. So I have a satin skirt on, and then this sweater I found at TJ Maxx, of course. TJ Maxx is probably one of my favorite stores to shop at now. It used to be Ross for all the dresses, and then I haven't really found many great dresses from there recently or within the past year, I feel. But I have really enjoyed shopping at TJ Maxx when I do look for different things, especially for whatever season I'm going to be entering in. So I found this also in a blue, but I just love soft white sweaters, tops, blouses. And so whenever I see one that I really enjoy, and if it's within my price range, because recently I did see this really beautiful cashmere sweater from TJ Maxx, but they wanted $80 for it. And I said, no, I am not going to pay that much for a sweater. It had beautiful detail on it. It was a V-neck, long sleeve, just beautiful button down. But I did try it on, okay, because I was thinking, what is all the hype about this? Why the cashmere? It was kind of itchy though. I just have a lot more comfortable sweaters, and so what? they're polyester, maybe, you know, poly blend, I don't know. But this cashmere one, it was kind of itchy, and I don't know. I thought, number one, I don't want to pay that much for a sweater. But number two, it was just not as comfortable, and I don't know. It looked cute though. I will say that. The cut was beautiful. The detailing on it was beautiful. And had I, you know, felt like, and two, maybe if I was in a different place, okay? If I were in a different place with our spending and our saving and everything like that, maybe that would be different. But right now, I just can't, I cannot see myself paying that much for something instead of putting it in another place or saving it, for instance. So that was just a no. But where was I going with everything? So anyway, they're going to be coming. They're going to be here about 30 minutes sooner than I had thought. So we're about an hour away from them getting here. And I'm just, so of course my mind is going, it's all over the place right now, which is probably why I can't even finish a thought with you, which I apologize for. That is something that I've been trying to work on a lot, is being able to finish a thought, etc. So the thought of this, it's a great around the house. It's something that I don't have to worry about dragging in the dishes, water, all of that. One of my daughters said that it's really weird that it's a sweater that is shorter sleeve, but I find it very comfortable, and I don't know, I just like it. So this is my outfit of the day. And oh yes, this skirt, did it come? I think this skirt came from Ross, actually, by French Connection. Found it at Ross not long after I had found my other skirt from TJ Maxx. This one's a bit longer. The color is slightly different, and I've just been enjoying, I guess, this cut of a skirt more than the flare ones. It's more of an A-line cut, so I feel that it looks better with blouses that have a little bit more, that are a little more shapeless, I would say. This is shapeless. I don't love shapeless wear, okay? But right now, when I feel the way that I do, I feel like I'm really bloated, just you know, and I want to be comfortable around the house and just doing all the things that I'm doing and not worrying about like constantly adjusting. Anyway, I think that this blouse, this sweater, is good for days like today, and just, you know, entertaining guests, just wanting to be comfortable. So they will be here soon. We will likely, like, the ribs aren't going to be ready for another 2 hours maybe. And I told her that when they would come, we would have lunch. So it's going to be a little later of a lunch than I had originally anticipated, but that will be fine. You know, we'll just start visiting first, and we'll likely show them around. She said she can't wait to see the house, and so then we'll just do a little bit of a tour. Now, it's funny because not everybody that comes over gets the tour. You don't ask everybody if they want a tour, but it's like your close friends, those people that, you know, you spend more time with. Usually they're the one, or family, they're the ones that get the tour. But, you know, just other people like neighbors and just, I don't know, people that aren't as close with you, they aren't people that I would ask if they would want a tour or give a tour to. So anyway, that's a little off topic there, but I want to show you a couple of things, I guess, that we're doing. Do I? So I'm in a weird place right now with decorating. Do I take out the Christmas decorations and start decorating now, or do I wait until we're a lot closer to Thanksgiving? I personally do like having my decorations out early. My husband is always against it. He always says it's not even Thanksgiving yet. And I did write an article about this, but it was geared toward a little something else, like how quickly all of the decorations start coming out. By the time it's November, I'm not too opposed to having the Christmas decorations out. I'm just not. I feel that I get to enjoy it that, you know, within that time, and I don't really decorate with fall decor as much, and I just kind of feel like we're past the pumpkin stage, even though right now I do have pumpkins out on my porch area, but I don't know, I'm just in this weird place right now. So we don't have any of our Christmas decorations here because they're all at the other house, and I guess I was planning on leaving all of them there and decorating with those at that house so that it could remain decorated, and then having something new for this house. However, we're not really going to be buying, at least not a big Christmas tree and all of that stuff here. I feel like I would prefer to just use what we already have here, and even though it's not here, what we already have, I want to bring it here. And then I do want to have a Christmas tree in the window at the other house. And so we do have 2 artificial Christmas trees. We have the one that we've had for years and years and years. And so I was going to put that in the front room at the other house. And then the one that my mom got us, it was a few years ago actually. She got us a Christmas tree. Now all the lights don't work on it. Last year I had to wrap it with lights, and I'll just do that again this year. So here's the thing. Here's what I've been thinking, is that I just don't want to jump into spending a lot of money on this kind of stuff, especially when I can't make it the way that, or purchase the things that I would like, that I've had my eye on, for instance, or just how I envision it. I don't want to purchase those things yet. I feel like that's something that could wait until next year. So the Christmas tree that we would be bringing over this year, it definitely is a bit small for the house, you know, or for the space, for the ceilings and all of that. Like, I would like a much larger Christmas tree in here, but I think that the one that my mom got us, even though the lights don't work on it, even though we'd be wrapping it, it's fine, you know, like I will make it work. It will still feel very festive in here. It just will not look like it fits the space as well. But does that really matter? No, it doesn't really matter. What really matters to me is staying out of debt, working with what we have, and being grateful for the things that we have, and remembering that, you know, that means more to me, that matters more to me than all of the beautiful twinkling, all of the wonderful things that I could see and would like to get right now. I can hold off on all of that and just save for this time next year, or, you know, when things start coming out next year, or even maybe I might just wait until after the holidays are over, and then whatever kind of things are left, if there are sales on things, that's when I could, you know, possibly get a few things. But anyway, all of that to say that we're gonna go with the things that we already have and be content with that. And I'm not really jumping into making everything just the way that I envision it right now. So anyway, just a little note about that. Now, in this time that we've been talking, that's as long as my babies need to have a roller in them. See? Already a little too curled, but that's okay. The curl will fall. All will be well. Kind of has a weird wave to it, but anyway, we are just gonna make that work. kind of feels like the 90s, you know, the 90s to the, yeah, kind of feels like the 90s to me with these bangs. All right, so I also don't want my hair to get too curly either. I think I might put it up. Yes, I will put it up. I'm just going to put it up in my clip right here. This has been nice. And I'd rather just get my hair done. So I'm not even waiting until it cools completely. This should be fine. It just gives it a little extra bounce. We're on a time crunch here. Brush everything. Woo. The thing is, like when I put it up like this, to have a little bit more body makes the biggest difference when I put it up, so it's not just like flat on my head. But then like I get these little curl things that hang down, which is fine too, you know. But it's these things right here. These things stick out pretty far, which is funny to me, because that's not exactly the look that I'm going for. But I feel like the look that I am going for comes about after it settles a bit. So just nothing too, what do you call it? Too perfect. Just, you know, just let it fall as it may. That's what we're going for here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so how do we like that? Just kind of off to the side a little. Oh, I did get this stuff, which somebody recommended that I get this texturing, you know, lifting. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It feels cold when you put it on. Anyway, so they recommended that I get that, which is fine, but I also don't like when it leaves like an ashy look to your hair. It kind of just makes it feel a little dirty, which is something else I don't really like, but that's okay. So it gives it a little bit more oomph, you know. We're going for a little bit more oomph here. Do we like the way this looks? I don't know. Going down is good. There. That'll be the way that it is today. We'll be good with that. Okay, so I'd say that is fun. It works okay. So I put my hair up. Feels better just to have up, not to worry about it. I'll put my rollers away. And then one of the things I did want to do was to put away some of the clothes that I had drying in the laundrogram. So this will just feel nice to have that done. Just kind of have any of those things that look like they're in the process of being done. That always feels amazing to do. I also wanted to take a moment just to share with you a little update on Jorge's closet. So I ended up switching the t-shirts that used to be hanging right here. I switched them to there, and I put the jeans that I had previously folded right there. So this made a lot more sense. Nothing's hanging on the floor because that really did bother me, but someone suggested that I do that, and I'm really glad that I did because feels better to do that. Oh, and we found another pair of Jorge's shoes to put there, and I'm seeing that he has some more over there. Jorge loves to just stuff things, so occasionally I need to just come in here and, you know, put things where they really go. I see he has a pair of tennis shoes over there that he hasn't even opened yet. But anyway, I still really like how everything has been organized. It feels so much better just to walk in here. And this is the area that he uses the most because those are the polos that he wears to work all the time. And I would like to start adding some green into the mix of my own wardrobe. So I'm likely going to be adjusting my colors here pretty soon. A new color story is on the way.
Welcome to Inspired by Nikki. On today's episode, smoking some ribs. Good thing I've been doing that ballet bar. I need help. A little snug.
Shouldn't you have cut that in half?
No, it's fine. Nikki was right. We got the cookies in half.
Don't forget to
Come over
spritz
here.
your ribs.
Come over here so you can see all the smoke come out. They'll get a better angle. Go ahead, get a shot in there. This is apple juice.
It's a new day. It's Sunday, and we are getting ready to go to worship service. We're actually going to be picking up a young man on our way, so we're going to have to leave a bit early, but I wanted to share this beautiful gift that my friend Jessica brought me yesterday when her and her family came. And it was just so thoughtful. She brought me this beautiful holiday candle. It's called Holiday Cookies. And I just really love the way that it looks. And then this rosemary plant. It's a very different kind of rosemary plant, but it is so pretty. And she said I could have it inside or outside. I think I'll keep it inside. I really like the way that it looks. I even like the way that it looks on the counter. So I don't know. I'll just have to see what I will do with it. But then she also gifted me this beautiful throw. And of course, I love the ruffles on the edge. And just the way she curates everything is just so lovely. So it's also on this tray, which is really nice as well. So anyway, it has been quite a deal for me to try to get a video together, I feel, and I wanted to talk about that a little. I kind of feel like my mind is all over the place. No, I know that my mind is all over the place right now. I have little projects started in every room or tasks that have not been completed. And it's a reflection of exactly how my mind is going and working right now, because I feel like today I have so much on my plate that what I would normally get done in a week, I'm trying to get done all in one day. And is that a good place to be? Sometimes it is. I really thrive when I have a deadline and when there's a lot to do, a lot on my plate. And so why not pick up the camera today and take you along with me? No, so with it being Monday, I have bedding that I am washing, and I think it's dry now. Yeah, it's done drying. And why I don't have 2 pairs right now is because I needed to use a king set in the casita, and I've already shared that video of preparing the room. But we're having guests stay tonight. Our friends from Vegas are coming, and they're bringing their family, which they have 3 kids. And so they're going to be in the casita. Now their daughter, who is a teenager, she's going to stay in the guest room. And then the boys, they might stay either in the casita, one maybe on the sofa in there, and then maybe the other on the sofa down in the family room, or maybe they'll both want to sleep on, it's a really big sofa in the family room, so they might just sleep there. We'll just have to see. We'll see what they want to do. We don't have the blow-up bed here this time because we had just, well, the last time it was used, it was in the cedar house, and we haven't brought it back. But what we have brought since yesterday is all of the Christmas decorations. Well, not all of it. I see that I'm missing some, and maybe he's brought some of the decorations that I didn't have in the bins, or in the boxes, I should say, here already. I haven't really taken a look, but the way that I stored them last year, which was really nice and very easy to decorate with, I had those brought over yesterday, and last night I started setting up the tree and using the decorations that I could find from there. So anyway, yes, we have our Christmas tree set up. I feel like that's a real common thing though too for influencers, especially just trying to get, you know, ahead of things and getting things done. But I just always feel like I like having a tree set up before Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving is done, it's already done. And because Thanksgiving really wipes me out, and especially having everyone over and whatnot, I feel wiped out by the end of it, and it's just so nice to have that done. But that's just me. I know that it's different for everyone, and I'm not big on at least decorating before November, so you know, when all of the stuff is coming out. However, now that we're like into the 2nd week of the month, I'm fine with it. Not to mention, we're not going to be here on Thanksgiving, so that was another thing. We're going to have an early Thanksgiving with our family because we're not going to be here during Thanksgiving. So another reason why I wanted to get that done. So it just makes sense to me. But I have a few extra decorations that I would like to add today. I think I mentioned last year that, at least I did in a newsletter or something, that every year I like to add like a special set that I think is really beautiful that I may pick up in the stores. Now that's not to say that I have to, but I have been trying to add to my collection of things that I think are really beautiful. We've had some of the same decorations for years and years since we were married, and you know, some of them have broken over time and just, they weren't my favorite. And so I'm kind of transitioning into having ones that are just really beautiful to me, that are a little heavier in weight, and that, yeah, that are just beautiful. But I'm not going crazy each year in buying a lot of things. I just try to add to it slowly. So, and then while still keeping things that we've had for a long time. So anyway, I would like to, at some point today, add a new box of decorations to the tree. But other things that I have on the agenda, I need to revamp my color story in my closet, so that's something that I'm working on today. Now I am making a video about that that should go out later this week, because that has something to do with Jennifer L. Scott's new book. But speaking of all the Christmas stuff, I wanted to share my friend's Christmas planner with you. I have shared my friend Hillary of Old World Homes Christmas planner with all of you. I think, for a couple of years now, but she has a new one for 2025, of course, and I just wanted to share some of the things that are within it. So there's a month at a glance, also the holiday vision board, which I think is really nice. What you would like to do with your family, your health, finances, home, habits, relationships, and then other. And then she has the month at a glance for October through December. And this is available on Amazon.com. So I will have it linked in my description box below. But if you find that things get really hectic around this time of year for you, this would be a wonderful way to just kind of break things down. I love how she has this Christmas timeline here for all of the things that you would want to do and when. And then she has a service and giving page, budgeting tracker, and then, different things for stockings and gift lists and kids' wish lists. Mine are going to be adding to this pretty soon. My wish list, home wish list. I think that this is really great to have this bought and saved gifts section. Then there are handmade gifts, ideas, Christmas cards, wardrobe necessities, bucket lists. She has this broken down so well. It's really well thought out. She has daily pages for the month of December. And then she has her cleaning schedule in here, which I think is very lovely. A lot of it does coincide with mine. I was seeing some of the things that I like to do on different days, but she has it broken up too, according to rooms. Just some of them are on different days. But there are a lot of similarities in there. So anyway, if you're looking for a cleaning schedule, something different to try maybe. And then also just all of the, she has it ending on Christmas Day. Then there is the Christmas hostess timeline, which is really nice. And then meal planning. She has a meal planner here, grocery lists. And then also, let's see, what else? Baking grocery lists. She has Christmas travel packing list for the kids, Christmas travel packing list for yourself. And then she has a lot of recipes, which is so lovely. Maybe something I might end up trying this year. I was just watching her Christmas cookie video the other day, and she just always does such a great job. She's always so well prepared. So these are just wonderful to have on hand. And then if I can, trying to do this one-handed. Then she has recipe cards for you to write down whatever it is that you would like to add on in there. And then let's see. After Christmas, things that you might want to do after Christmas, which is really nice. And was there something else? No. So the after Christmas list, when you want to declutter, you want to freeze things, shop sales, decor. So she has different things that you may want to do, and then a place for you to add that. And of course, a notes page. So a really great, well thought out Christmas planner, especially for the lady of the house who just has so much going on around this time of year. This would be perfect for you. And again, I will leave that linked in my description box below. So I have started making my list of things to do today, different things that I need to, film in addition to what I want to share with you. And it's just one of those things that you really need to do when your mind is all over the place. But again, I love these kind of days. So another thing that I'm ready to do is I'm ready to say goodbye to the pumpkins. I just am. They're not looking the best, and I'm just ready to say goodbye to them. I always love having a Christmas tree in the background. I don't necessarily decorate with the pumpkins at Thanksgiving. I know, kind of weird. I do more like greenery, I think. I don't know what I'm going to do this year, to be quite to be quite honest. I recently, since yesterday, we decided to bring some things from the other house here. One of those things were all of the greenery, all of the live plants that I had there. I wanted to bring them here because depending on when I go there, sometimes, you know, they were just looking pretty sad this time. And I thought, why am I keeping them here? If, you know, I was thinking before that, well, this is like I had them here. I wanted them to make the space feel alive and everything like that. But truly, I need it to be where I can keep an eye on them and water them frequently and all of the things that have to do with taking care of live plants. Now it would probably be better to bring more of the faux plants over there, I'm thinking. But anyway, I got the tree up. This was quite the deal, just trying to figure out where to put the tree. And I asked for Jennifer's input, and I asked for Jessica's input. Jessica was a subscriber. That's how I met her, was, you know, I don't know how it all worked out, but she met me she knew of me because of Jennifer L. Scott. I think she was first subscribed to Jennifer's channel. And then she reached out to me when she moved to Vegas, and then we ended up meeting up, and then we've just been friends ever since. And it's been so wonderful. That's one of the really wonderful things about this online community. She's not the only one that I've met and then have made friends with, but she's just one of those friends that endures, you know, and I really do have YouTube to thank for that. So one of those things that I'm so grateful for. And she did look at this section right over here as it being a good spot. I had originally wanted to put it in the middle of the window over here, but then, you know, Jorge did move the sofa. I was thinking, well, let's just put the sofa here, making an L this way instead of that way. And so we tried that, but it just really blocked this room. It cut the room in a way that did not feel very welcoming, and it just wasn't great. I mean, sure, I could put it right over there, but the thing is, there really isn't even an outlet over there. There is one inside of that cabinet down below, but I don't want the cabinet open either. So I was just wondering, where did they have their Christmas tree here? You know, there are outlets under the rugs. So we have one there, we have one over here. But yeah, I didn't want the tree over here, didn't want it blocking this over here. Wanted to be able to see it when you walked into the house. And what's nice about it being right there is that it's visible from everywhere in that room. So that is a benefit to me, I think. The other option would have been to even just put it right here in the middle of the room, but I don't know. I just kind of like having it right there. I think that makes sense. And so it's up, it's ready. Those are the boxes that I put all of the ornaments and all of the Christmas tree lights, because it was fun to decorate the tree last night and just to have it done. And when you don't have a lot of decorations on the tree, it really makes it easy to get it done. And I have to say that these ones have been some of my favorite ornaments, because the color, the very light blue that they are, it's so pretty. And then these ones too. These are really beautiful as well. So anyway, I'm missing my family ornaments. I mean, they're around, but they just weren't in these boxes, which was, oh my goodness, I know where they're at. They were in the see-through present boxes that are decorations. Now I'm remembering, because I opened these up and I was just thinking, didn't I pack all of those? I guess I need to go back and watch my videos, but I decided not to bring those, and I should have. So, okay, the next time I go to Cedar, I'll just bring those. But those are our family ornaments that, you know, the kids made different things. And there's this teapot one that my sister-in-law gave me last year that I was really looking forward to putting on. So anyway, we still have them. I know right where it is, but it's back at the other house. The other thing that I wanted to share with you was that I have since felt like I have no idea, once again, no idea what to do on these shelves. Everything falls apart when I start taking different things off of there that, you know, I wanted to decorate my office with. And then anyway, so I have some greenery up here, and this is all real greenery, but it just doesn't feel like I really like the way everything is up there. So that will take a little bit more time as well, I'm sure. But I brought this plant from the other house. This one I may actually end up bringing downstairs and having on the really big coffee table down there, because it's just this huge coffee table. And this looks like something that would fit the coffee table better than just having it right here. So I may end up doing that. Something that I did in here in my coat closet was take out all of these hangers. I'll be bringing these to the girls downstairs, but I needed to just make use of Jorge's old hangers, and I felt like the wood hangers would be better in this spot. So put them in there. This is the coat closet right off the entry. So first and foremost, the dryer's done. I need to make my bed, and then I'll feel really good about having that done. Oh, and I do need to change the sheets in the guest room. Kind of wimpy. Maybe that one feels a little too much like a floor plant or something. I think I'm going to remove that one. I put the other one right up here, which the TV's up there too, which I'm thinking it might be better over on that side table, this little one right there. And that big one, I don't know. I may just bring that back upstairs. If you're wondering where the dollhouse went, it's downstairs here. And it's right on this little bench seat, which is next to the built-in. So that has been a little something that kids can play with. Although I was thinking of creating this, I guess like a Harry Potter room that they call it, but more for toys and things, like a little playroom for the kids underneath the stairs. So there's of course storage under the stairs and there's a closet. So it's a really good size. So I just think that something like that, creating a space like that would be really fun. Putting a light in there, like a little chandelier, just, you know, maybe even some really beautiful wallpaper at some point. Of course, this is down the road, so this right now will do just fine, but I just think it's a really nice place to put this. It's down at the kids' level, and then any extra toys could be stored in these drawers for now. So I think that I will just keep that plant over on that side table right there. I think it adds just enough greenery to the space, and I will bring this larger one back upstairs. I have about an hour before we have to leave because we are going to be meeting our friends for dinner. And I still have some last minute things to do. Well, good news, my new Lady of the House Life book. I feel like you can't really see the design very well. The new Lady of the House Life book for 2026 is here. And I purchased a couple of extras because we'll have to see. But that is going to be the design that I'm going to be using, and that is Blush Royalty. So I love it. I think that they all of the books look so good together. So here's what's on the to-do list right now. That needs to go in the recycle bin. I have 2 piles of laundry that I need to deal with. So some of these towels are going to be going in the guest rooms, like the guest bathrooms. I need to hang up my husband's laundry. That was something surprisingly I put off. And then, let me see what else. Oh, I've been working on putting some pictures in frames. I was also changing out a few different pictures too. I cannot find my brother and my sister-in-law's picture, and it's really bothering me. Last time they were here, I just felt so bad because I have the rest of the family, but I didn't have them. And it was just so rude, I felt. I'm wondering if it's within this frame right here. Maybe, no, I don't think so, but I should check anyway. I should check. I don't know where theirs is. So that is just of Ivan. Trying to think, where did I put their picture? Can't remember. We'll have to do a little more looking. Anyway, I have been talking about getting another set, 2 other sets actually. I need one for the guest bathroom and one for the casita. So when I go to TJ Maxx, for whatever reason, they've been really low on these, and I should probably look at Ross too, but I found these today at TJ Maxx. And then this is my box of ornaments. These will be the ornaments I'm using this year. Nothing really special, but it's by the brand Tinsel and Fur. And a lot of their ornaments were just really beautiful. They kind of have that beige-ish tone, kind of like what the hand soap dispenser is, or dish soap dispenser is. And I kind of felt like it was appropriate for this new home this year, you know, not, you know, going too crazy or anything with ornaments. And I almost got these that had some sparkle and beads on them, but then I was just thinking about it getting on the ground, and I decided against it. So I'm going to stock these up right now. And then I was thinking, what should the ear swabs go in? This one or this one? Maybe the small one. Yeah, I think the small one is better for ear swabs. Or they just call them cotton swabs. Cotton swabs, because apparently you're not supposed to put them in your ears, right? We all know what they're for. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put these away, put this where it goes, and then decorate the rest of the tree. Okay, that is better to me. So, we have the bathroom done. Now I need to fix up the pictures and then put the ornaments on. It doesn't change much of anything, but I can see it. That's what matters. I can see the slight tint of goldish beige, and I really like it. Well, I think that I will just fold his laundry right here instead of in the laundry room, but I think maybe we have 30 minutes before we need to leave. So I still have a few things left to do, like put the towels in the proper bathrooms. So I will be doing that. Also just, you know, some other white linens that I had washed, like the washcloths and what else? Oh, just some towels for the kitchen. So not too much left to do. I wanted to do a once over on the bathrooms. I always like to do that. Oh, and I almost forgot. I just stripped the guest bed because one of my girls slept in there. So I stripped the bed. I need to remake that. And then I think that should be it once that's done. You know, when you have like 100 things going on in your mind, sometimes it can be hard to keep it all straight. I'm wondering if I should change. I might end up just changing before we leave. I think I will. As you can probably tell, my energy is fading fast. Okay, I'm grabbing the new bedding, a pair of pillowcases. Here's all of the towels that I need to go put away, and that will be it. So I'm going to leave you here because I know that we are just going to be busy for the rest of the evening and hanging out with our friends, but I really appreciate you spending some time with me in these November days, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.
To inspire by Nikki, today's episode, installing a ballet bar.